What's poppin', everyone? Welcome to the We Are Not Okay pod. I'm your host, Jonan Morales.
And I'm Melanie.
It's been a while. Not really. It feels like it's been a while, but it hasn't been a while.
It feels like it's been a while. Every time we meet, I'm like, damn,
it's been a while.
3 years.
We text like all day, every day. We're like, it's been a while, bro. Dude, so I'm so happy that we're back. Our second episode back in video, back in color. Editing the video without any visual component was very difficult. So thanks, guys, for sticking around.
That's my fault.
Wait, am I going to be older already when this comes out? No. My birthday's coming up. You will.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Old.
You feel 27? How do you feel about being old now? Like officially being in the latter half of your 20s?
It feels crazy. Like I thought I would have my life put together by this point.
No, yeah. When I was 27, I was like, no, I'm sorry. When I was 27, wow, imagine when I was a kid and I'd be like, when I'm 27, I'm gonna have a wife and kids and a Bugatti. And me at 27, I'm like, my stomach hurts. You know? Daddy, my stomach hurts.
Literally.
My dad at 27 literally had 2 kids. He was hustling, paying for my mom's masters, and I'm like, Daddy, how do you put this screw in the wall? He's like, fuck, bro, this is not my son. Dude, I wanted to talk to you about. Oh wait, I want to give a special shout out.
Oh. So
Reed's sister Gina. It was her birthday. It was Sag season before this season, and I forgot to give her a birthday shout out.
I cannot believe it.
I know. It's part of her birthday gift.
Gina, so I'm sorry.
Gina.
When's your birthday? When's her birthday?
It was in November, the end of November.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, I just remembered.
Jesus.
It's been a long few weeks. But Gina, from the bottom of my heart, from the We Are Not Okay headquarters, we wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. You make the world a better place.
We're 3 months late. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's why my voice cracks. I was just so emotional. But we love you. We appreciate you. And thank you for being a part of our lives. I've seen you grow up literally before my very eyes. So I'm so blessed and grateful that you are like a sister to me. So love you.
So cute.
That was so cute, right?
Yeah.
I hope she clips it and posts it on all her social medias. I'm kidding. Promote us, tag us, like us. I'm kidding. What was I going to say? Like, bleep that out. So tell me, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Well, I had some notes on there from yesterday, so I feel like that's a good start.
Oh, yeah, because apparently I just opened my phone up to almost got murdered. So let's hear it.
That's not even from yesterday. But I could talk about it if you want to go there.
Okay, so tell me about yesterday, and then let's go into the murders.
Okay, so yesterday, Oldies played a show.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
The Miami Springs Optimist Club.
I don't know what that is. That sounds like a libertarian group that like doubles as like Trader Joe's employees.
It looks like it's like a community space, like just people use it for like a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
And first of all, it just was cursed.
All
the lights were on.
Yeah, it looked a little weird. All the walls were white. First of all,
it was weird.
It looked like a Chuck E. Cheese that had been abandoned for that doubled as like a bunker or something. It was a weird.
No, it was a weird vibe. I walked in and it felt like such a liminal space.
Yeah.
Like it was just. Imagine like your high school cafeteria, like auditorium space.
Yeah, that was the vibe I got.
And then a hardcore band playing.
How was the show though? Good.
I mean, the show was great. They did amazing.
I saw people posting about them, and I'm like it's like a groupie type vibe, and I was like, yo, this is like Carlos and Andy. This is like the dorkiest dudes. I love you guys though.
They're all fucking dorks, but anyway.
They're like, oh, they're so like people are posing with them like they're so cool, and Carlos looks like he's like, I just want to go. He's like, I'm tired, bro.
I think I know which photo.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. They did amazing. Mm-hmm. They've completely rebranded.
Yeah, they're like a hardcore band now.
Yeah, they're like seriously a hardcore band.
I'm like, thank
right
God,
now.
Bro. No more of that like. I love you guys though, but not for me, bro.
No, they got so many requests to play like old music, and they're just like, nah.
Yeah, I heard that someone had posted, and it was not the person we're thinking of.
Okay.
Someone else had posted, request for them to play this song back in the set list, and I was like, nah.
No, Carlos reposted with no.
It's like when people tell Reed like, hey, everyone, we have a very special guest joining us next episode.
Yeah.
Not
next episode, but
the next episode. Yeah. Not this one, not the next one, but the next one. Yeah. So stick around. As Drake said, hold on, we're coming home. So, you know that one?
Yeah, I do.
Have you seen the video for that?
No, I haven't.
Melanie, the video for that, I'll post a thing on the side. Drake is literally robbing like a Russian mafia vibe You've never seen the video?
No, I've never seen
Oh, I'm going to
it.
link it to you when you get there. So imagine like Drake is like, just hold on, we're coming. And he's literally like, go, go, go. Bah, bah, bah. Yeah. He's like,
that's crazy.
He's like at
it's
a
like
weird.
King for a Day, but with this like
same vibe. So,
lightest music.
So in that video, really quick, I'll tell you, I saw it recently because I was with Tiff and I was like, her and I were just going down the rabbit hole of like old music videos.
Yeah.
I love doing that.
I love doing that too.
So good.
I just saw the Say My Name music video by Destiny's Child. And that music video is so good. I was like, damn, this shit slaps.
No. And the music video is like,
so good.
I don't know if it makes sense, but I feel like music videos back then were a little bit better.
They were just like, I don't know.
They were more synonymous with the song. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like, what's that song? Not Kiss. Oh, excuse me, not Kiss Me Through the Phone. It was a song. It was like a song of like, it was like all I think about.
Yeah.
I have to tell you a story about that. I met Nelly at a club. And
really?
I didn't know it was Nelly.
Oh wait, no, I think you. I think I've told.
Yeah, did I tell you?
I don't know if it was on the pod or not.
Do you want me to say the story again?
We can do the story.
Okay,
again.
well, long story short, before we go off the rails here, quickly. Fuck, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Drake thing.
Yeah.
So basically, we were watching this video, and like in the very beginning, imagine it's like you and me and the dudes and everyone, and they're like having hookah because back then everyone smoked hookah in 2011 for some reason. Yeah, everyone was just smoking hookah. So they were like at a hookah table.
Vibe.
Yeah, and the guy got like they all got bottles, and Drake is having some like super fucking lame like, yo guys, this is our year, bro. And then they're like, and then he like gets a call and he's like, what happened, baby? And he like clicks and they're like, what's wrong, Drake? And Drake is like, we gotta go. So all of his friends all of a sudden are trained assassins. So they go to like a warehouse and like they fucking rescue his girlfriend that got abducted. I was like, this is like, but the whole time this is happening, he's like, just hold on. So she's literally getting abducted. He's like, I got my eyes off. I'm like, what the fuck? And at the end, he literally murders a guy. And like the crescendo of the song was like, dun, 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 dun. Drake's literally shooting a guy in the face. I'm like, oh my God. So, just weird. It was just fucking weird. Great song though.
Yeah.
So yes, our next episode, guys, next episode, we're gonna have my best friend in the world, Reed Harris. He is a DJ. He's a flight attendant. He is a manager at a juice bar at New York. He does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be on our next episode. It's our formal announcement that Reed will be on. That episode will air the first week of February.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be probably a two-parter.
It'll be a two-parter. So we're gonna basically kind of, I guess, break it up before. We'll talk more about it off camera, but it's gonna be an extended interview. So if you see me wearing the same clothes twice, I didn't just sleep in the same shirt. And it's gonna be a two-parter, but for the sake of not, we'll intro it, outro it, but we're not gonna make it feel weird.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll be you'll make it. It will make sense to you guys.
Just trust.
Just trust.
The process.
Hold on, we're coming home. Jesus, that's gonna be the name of the episode, by the way. Just hold on, we're coming home.
Okay.
But anyways, so there's that. Oh yeah, the Nelly thing.
Yes.
Wait, are you done talking about the old? Wait, tell me about the curse show. I need to know.
So it's okay.
Why was it so? Was the audio bad there?
No, the audio was great. It's just like the vibe was just cursed. Like imagine just being in your high school cafeteria and like they turn off the lights and it's kind of cool and then they turn on the lights again and it's just like this liminal cursed space.
Oh, and it's like jarring,
bands.
right? You're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It was in between bands. They would turn on the lights. And then it's freezing outside, so you can't really go outside to hang out for too long.
Yeah.
And then you come back inside and it's really hot and kind of awkward and you're just like,
yeah, it just feels like a cult meeting, It feels like everyone's gonna get like there's gonna be some sort of weird, fucking they're gonna santeria you right now, they're gonna sacrifice you.
It was pretty cursed.
Yeah.
But like it was fun.
That's so weird.
But it Carlos and I were driving up to the show.
Where was it?
It was in Miami Springs.
Okay, cool. Was it like in a weird warehouse district area?
It was like dark. Okay. We just rolled up to this like weird ass up thing. Like I thought I was gonna get murdered.
That's always a good sign.
It's always a good sign. Exactly.
Which shows actually it is though.
Yeah. Which shows it is. And they had a really good sound person, Flip. He's really good at it.
I just switch. Who's Flip?
And Flip is a local artist and also does like sound and stuff.
Is his name just
really
like what's his real name?
I know him by Flip.
Here's how we call him Flip, bro. Cool.
We call him Flipper.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
But yeah, so there was that. But when we were driving up, like Carlos was like, I think this is gonna be like one of those hardcore shows. Like, did you see that festival, that hardcore festival that was being posted around?
No.
Like a couple weekends ago?
No.
Well, it was basically if you were in your high school cafeteria with all the lights on, but they never got turned off.
That's good.
and it was a hardcore band playing on the stage.
So oh my God, wait, yes, I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah.
I saw it on TikTok. Was that in Miami?
No.
Okay.
But it was like a real festival that was going on.
Dude, that shit was terrifying. Why are the lights on? Oh, but I also think
know,
it's for
but it's like
injuries. No, for no injuries?
No, I don't know. It's just cursed.
Because Turnstile doesn't give a fuck. The lights are off and you guys are just fucking punching, bro.
One of my friends also named Melanie went to the Turnstile show in Orlando.
Yeah.
And that was her first mosh pit.
She went to like expert level mosh pitting. Oh my shit.
She lost like both her shoes. Like
she lost her shoes?
Yeah, she lost both her shoes. And then she found one. And then she just found the opposite side from someone else's shoe, and she just put that on so that she could go home.
So she came back. She came home with two different shoes. Yeah. Was this fucking Payless? So like you go to different. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think the craziest thing was when back in the day when there was a Payless in the area. Do you remember in 88th Street? I used to see kids just fucking switching their shoes out and just putting them in the.
Oh my God, I never saw that.
This is crazy. I shout out to 88th Street. But I was gonna tell you. So, what were they like the headliners?
Old Youth?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Mold was the headliner.
Yo.
I don't know.
Shit, can I say that?
No, I don't know if you want to.
Yo, fuck Mold, bro. It's fuck Mold around here, bro. Y'all can shoot me a fade, bro. Fuck all y'all. Y'all can suck my dick, bro.
What the fuck?
Y'all can suck my dick right now. All of you guys.
They sounded good.
Yeah, they're pretty hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like they're pretty good, but they can still suck my dick, but they're pretty good. They're good. I think they're good. I'm sorry.
Frankie was using this like giant china yesterday. It was huge.
Oh, gosh. Well, I don't think they watched the show, so it's okay.
I don't know.
But if they do, I don't really care. You guys are talented, really just not for me. What was I gonna say?
But, they were really good yesterday, but it was cool.
The promo was cool too. I like the promo a lot. Yeah.
My friends in Wilbright played, and that was the first time I'd seen them in like 3 years.
Dope.
So it was fun.
To clear things up, by the way, I don't hate Molds. I just like being a hater.
About it?
Yeah, I don't hate Mold. I like being a hater. They're a good band. It's just drama, but they're a good band. You guys should listen to them. Check them out. They're pretty good.
Check out Old Youth. Well, I mean, they're old EP.
Do they beef? There's no.
No.
Okay, cool. But they're both really. I think honestly they're like the two best bands in Miami.
They're really good.
Yeah, they're both really good. I was being a hater, but it's fun being a hater because I think it's funny. But they're very talented. So story of when I met Nelly, because we're on the topic of music.
Yeah.
The year was 2017. I went to a bar. I went to a club called Basement. It's in the basement of a hotel in Miami. So I go down to this bar, right? And we have bottle service because my friend is like the promoter guy there. A guy who knows a guy, and you get like.
Yeah.
So we're popping bottles, we're chilling, we're vibing. So we're all kind of by the bottle area. And I see this guy kind of come over me a little bit, and I'm like, who is this large dude?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's large to me because I'm like 5'6", but so I see this guy and I start chatting up with him, and I'm like, man, this guy's really nice. This is like he's like very, he's asking me a lot of questions. He seems like a nice dude. Yeah. And him and I are just kind of chopping it up, and he's like, yeah, I stay in the area a lot. I was like, but he's not telling me what he does. Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm like, he's like, yeah, I do a lot of work around here and vibing. I'm like, oh, that's cool, man. So whatever. And I'm at this club and there's a DJ and all my friends are kind of snickering in the background. I'm like, these guys are being, maybe it's because I just look like, me. So so finally I asked the guy, I was like, all right, so what do you do? He's like, I make sounds, I make music. And I was like, oh, that's cool, man. Like, what else do you do for fun? And he's like, well, my big thing is some businesses and making things that make people move. And I was like, huh? And all of a sudden I hear, all right, everybody, let's welcome to the stage, Nelly. And I was like, who? And he literally was like, all right, bro, take care. And I was like, what? And he goes on the stage and starts singing like, and I was like, oh shit, that's Nelly. And all my friends are like, you just asked Nelly what he does for a living. I was like, oh shit.
That's crazy. I mean, it was probably really humbling for him.
Yeah, I think that's why he was so into it. That he was just like,
it was just probably like really nice to just talk to someone. And
I think that's what it was.
Be Nelly for 20 minutes.
Yeah, bro, he had that place moving, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna try to find the video and put it on the side because there's videos of me in real time going, Nelly, who's Nelly? Oh shit, that's in real time. And I can literally, I'm gonna try to put like a sound pop of it, like on the side here. I recorded that moment of like, there's a literal in real time me being like, oh shit, that's Nelly. And he played the other one that he has a few hits, but yeah, he played a good show.
Cool.
But he's like a really nice guy. Like, and instead of him being like a douche about it, he like was so like, oh cool.
Yeah.
Oh shit, no one he doesn't really know who I am. So I think he appreciated that, like you said. So shout out to Nelly, bro, friend of the pod.
Shout out to Nelly, friend of the pod.
Yeah, bro. Well,
Is he? No, he's good.
he hasn't done anything problematic.
No,
but
okay, cool.
on that topic, it's time for us to take a hard right.
Oh no.
So guys, I'll say this honestly. So for the last I want to say, Mel, like 5 years, I was watching All Gas No Breaks. I was watching Channel 5. I was watching it from the beginning. And, I was chilling on, I think, Tuesday night. I was playing Fortnite, which I love Fortnite. I was playing Fortnite, and my brother goes, hey, dude, you got to check your phone. And I was like, why? And Andrew Callahan, the fucking main guy from Channel 5, has been accused of sexual assaults.
A lot of them.
Like 3, right? Or 4?
Enough. Like from way back before 2020. Old as fuck. Like,
and it gets wackier because he apparently had a show. I didn't know this. Mm-hmm. He had a show in his college that he did the same kind of concept before All Gas No Breaks.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
It's the same concept of, man on the street type vibe where he would go to the person, ask him a ridiculous question. Because, All Gas No Breaks was originally more satire.
Yeah, exactly.
So he would do the same thing, with the school's equipment, because him and I have the same. He was a broadcast journalism major. Yeah. So he was in Louisiana, or New Orleans. Yeah. What's Louisiana? But he would ask people questions on the street, and apparently, like, it got big in the area. And so this is where it gets wacky. So apparently, the first sexual assault happened, right? The alleged sexual assault happened. And apparently he was like, the school was like, hey, dude, you got to get the fuck out of here. Like, you can't.
For real?
Yeah. And then so this is where it gets weird. So he's like, oh, okay, like, we're not. So he stops doing that. But that was his first, like, I guess, foray into the man on the street, like that whole thing. So he owned his skills with that. And then he starts All Gas No Breaks. Gets big on All Gas No Breaks. Because it almost felt like, oh, this guy's done this before. Yeah. Like, as in, like, his style, his concept or whatever. So I don't know if you've ever watched interviews, because I've watched him. He's in the same circle of comedians that I watch, like Tom Segura, Theo Vons, Joe. Like, he's in that same sphere. So I've seen him extensively. So he never mentions it ever. The first story, the first thing that he had. So that's kind of why he always omitted it. He always framed it like All Gas No Breaks was his first. Yeah. I just think that's so fucking weird. It's like, oh, you were hiding shit from the beginning. Yeah. So, he got accused of sexual misconduct from multiple people. Yeah. And I feel terrible for them. Yeah. 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 But it's not good. Like, the stories are not good. Yeah. And it was like a dude. I could definitely see him being that kind of person, though. He always struck me as a little bit odd. I mean, he did say that he had some sort of, like, I think he had, like, mild autism. I have no idea. But that's not an excuse to fucking sexually assault somebody. Yeah. So, and this is not like a whole, but he's like, dude, no one wants to come forward with no one wants to say they've been assaulted. No one. It's like, no one. Everybody's like, oh, what if they're lying? Like, if they're lying, they're getting death threats every single day. Like, would you really lie to get death threats every single day? And my big thing is like it's terrible. To this is one of the reasons that my old podcast and I exploded. Like, we and I'll say it candidly, like, we had a lot of disagreements about these kinds of things, and I got to a point where I couldn't handle it anymore. But nobody in society wants to be labeled as damaged or as, and I'm not saying that that's what you are, if that's what but I'm saying, but it's a society. It's a society thing, right? Where no one wants to say, hey, I've been, subjected to XYZ, and people look at you, differently. And why would I want to do that for clout? Like, no, dude, I don't want to. Ridiculous. I don't want to. Ridiculous. I don't want to, essentially, say one of my deepest, darkest, secrets in a sense, publicly. Like, why would I do that for clout? You know what I mean? Exactly. And I've never understood the content. And granted, yes, I'm a man, and men suck ass, which we do, but it's ridiculous. Like, I can't, like, wrap my head around this whole notion of, like, oh, she's just doing it for fame. It's like, no, man, because that's always gonna loom over you like a dark cloud. Yeah, it's always gonna be on your list of things that people know you for. Yeah, yeah. But it's just ridiculous. Yeah. But sorry to go off on it's fine. Bit. Something I feel like strongly about. I also feel very strongly about it, but I hope they're able to heal from it, and I hope that for sure, there is some level of justice. Yeah. And I feel like terrible that we've like supported him in the past. Yeah, dude. I was halfway through his documentary and I completely offloaded it off my HBO Max. I was like, this is not. Yeah. I unsubscribed to all his channels. Like, I was so upset. Yeah, he's one of my inspirations.
But it sucks.
He was one of my inspirations. So, yeah, man. Well, fuck you, first of all.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope you never have a platform again because it's not fucking cool, man.
Not cool.
Yeah. So, fuck you. And we move on. So,
I can
pivot.
talk about when I was almost murdered.
Yeah, actually, it's a good pivot. And then I want to talk about TikTok cave dwellers because I've made my way on a new.
Oh no!
It's so crazy. All right, continue.
So the other day, it's a very short story.
Okay.
It was like recently.
I was like, wait, what?
It's a very short story, but so I was home. I was getting ready, and I was like, it was like 8:20 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was getting ready to go to work.
Wait, don't you have to be at work at 9?
At 8:30.
It was 8:20 and you were getting ready for work.
8:20. Like I was already like putting on my shoes to go.
Did
I lived like 2 seconds away from my job.
Oh, I was like, bro, you're not gonna make it.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So it's like 8:20, putting on my shoes, getting ready to leave, and there's like this knock on the door, and it sounded like, you know how when like Amazon drivers or like delivery people, they like knock pretty hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's probably like a package. Maybe Carlos ordered something, whatever. So I just kind of like leave it, and then I check through the peephole to see if like the delivery person's gone because I'm socially awkward and I can't handle it. And so like I look through the peephole and there's a person standing there
at 8 in the morning.
At 8 o'clock in the morning.
That's insane. Okay, that's
there's
already
a person standing
jarring.
there with dyed hair, wearing like a band T-shirt, and I was like, this could be someone I could know, right? So I like stared through the people for a while because I was like,
but again, 8 in the morning.
At 8 o'clock in the morning.
Did they look done up?
They just looked like they were just like, you know,
okay,
whatever.
8 in the morning though. Okay.
So then I was like, all right. So then I kind of like backed up and I kind of waited, right? Because I was like, low key, I was fighting my demons a little bit because I was like, do I open the door? Do I know I'll open the door? You know. Okay. But then I hear her talk to someone, right? And then I look outside again and I don't see anybody else through the people.
I don't like that.
Right? So then I'm like, oh my God. So like my heart's racing. I'm in the group chat for work and I'm like, hey guys, I'm going to be late because I'm trying not to get murdered. And they're like, huh? So then she knocks again. And I was like, please just leave.
So this is a third knock.
The second knock.
But like a hard knock?
A hard knock.
What the fuck?
Right? So then I'm like, please just leave.
What's the deal?
Please just leave, right? And then eventually like I'm looking through the people and I see them like walking away. And like right behind her is this like really tall man. Like they just walked out. Like
bigger than Carlos tall?
I couldn't tell because it was like already far away when I saw him, so it was just taller than she was.
Okay.
But I was like, what the fuck? Like I almost got murdered. Like cuz I've heard stories about.
Who were these people?
I don't know. I was waiting for like someone to text me, someone to call me. I was waiting for like an IG message, like something.
Do you think these were traffickers?
I don't know. And like I even texted Carlos. I was like, hey, were you like expecting anything or anybody? And he goes, no, why? And I'm like, because this like person with dyed hair, like it looked like someone that Carlos and I
like
could
in
know.
the scene, like that we all vibing
someone in
with.
the scene, you know. And I was like, what the fuck? So like I just walked out and like I have not been contacted. It's at least been like 2 weeks. I've not been contacted. I have not been texted by anybody that was like trying to stop by.
What the fuck?
I've never seen them again.
Yo, what?
It was the creepiest fucking thing.
Dude, what?
But I all the stories that I had been hearing, you know, of like don't answer the door if you hear like a crying baby or if you hear someone asking for help because then they'll come in and like murder you and steal your shit and home invade.
Yeah, dude, that's
so I just kind of waited.
Jesus, man, I'm sorry. You didn't tell me this.
Yeah,
you probably shooken up by it.
It was like really scary. But then
I got my heart kind of just went up a little bit. Yo, by the way, this is the episode that I know it's really good because I forgot that we were recording something. I was so into this story right now. You're getting better at storytelling.
Thank you. I'm doing my best.
Wow, I really felt like that was like in that story. My heart.
But it was so scary.
Dude, I'm sweating a little bit.
No, I was sweating. But yeah, it was really scary and I just like texted the group chat. So then when I got to work, they were like, you good? And I was like, I don't know.
Because you went to the car like.
Yeah. Like I waited a few minutes
shit, that's fucking
to
weird.
like make sure they were gone and then I went.
It's so fucking weird.
It was so weird.
That's strange. That's very, very strange.
Like they disappeared around the corner.
So
like you've been to my house once, right?
Many times I've been to your house. 4 or 5 times.
Really?
Yes. You need to stop smoking marijuana. I'm kidding. You don't do that.
I don't even do that.
You neither. I don't like smoking weed.
So the entrance where like the arches, like I saw them like walk right to my door, and I guess they like went down that street or whatever. I don't know.
That street's kind of scary at night.
Nah, it's fine.
I was gonna ask you a question. Do you get scared? And I'm not trying to like be that dude, but I'm saying, do you get scared as a woman? Like, do you like walking around at night and putting gas and stuff?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I'm like aware of the fact that I'm a woman at night.
I have to tell you something about me being a bully. So I realized that, like, I've been so I've said it like 15 times on the podcast. I've been doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu for a really long time.
Yeah.
I practiced it for many, many, many years. Next year I'm probably gonna compete, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I probably.
That's lit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just compete at my weight class. So I'll be the smallest guy, but I'll be fighting bigger guys. Meaning like I'll be faster. So a lot of these guys like physiques and stuff work is like this. Like I do a lot of calisthenics and I do martial arts about once a week. I train in my BJJ gym, and throwing kicks, sparring. We do hard sparring. We do grappling, and a lot of these guys that are like my weight, like 150, more lean, are a lot stronger than the guys that are like fucking jacked.
Yeah.
That like those guys that are fucking jacked, they can lift more weights than you, but functionally, like in a combat setting, you will be able to
it's different.
Overpower them. It's all about technique, right? So so where was I going with this? I was going
being a bully.
Yeah. So learning, like I did wrestling for a while in high school. I was a wrestler. I started with boxing, wrestling, then Brazilian jiu-jitsu. But I fell in love with, I did boxing because my dad's a boxer, trying to like please him. Wrestling was fun, but I felt like it wasn't really for me. And then I really fell in love with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is a mix of everything. It's striking, kicking, and grappling and submissions. So I went to a SpongeBob rave a few weeks ago.
I remember when you went.
And
you guys were all dressed up. It was great.
And I realized that like I was like, I physically know how to overpower like a lot of other people. So there was a pit. And I went into the pit and I grabbed the dude by the face and I just threw him, and I grabbed another dude and I just like launched him.
Why were you?
I don't know. I just decided to like get it. And then this one guy was like pushing into this girl, and this girl's like, yo, stop. And he kept doing it. So I literally was like, I asked the girl, I was like, oh, do you mind moving? She's like, yeah, I got you. And he's probably about like 6'2". I grabbed him by the hips and I hip tossed him and he went flying. And then I grabbed his friend, like not in like an aggressive way, but like, as if we were pitting. And I just like put my shoulders in and I football tackled him. He literally fell so hard that they had to like hold him backwards. And I was just like, I'm being a bully, but it's kind of fun.
Oh no!
I just love throwing my weight against other people because it's because I know how to distribute my weight and like make my body super heavy. Because there's always that one person in the pit that's just like, dude, stop, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You would like hardcore shows then.
Yes, but I bully people, bro. I was bullying this dude. But, I don't think he realized what was happening because I literally looked at him. I think he was like on acid. Because he was just like,
cool.
He was just like all over. But he's like, but dude, if you're 6'3", like, bro, be aware that you're big. Like, you're a big person.
Yeah.
Like Tiff's brother, he's like 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
So like the other day, like he's very hyper aware, but once he like ran into me, bro, I went fucking flying. Like, dude, when you're that much bigger, you have like bone density.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. Like,
there's a lot more weight there.
Yeah, dude. Like, for example, if Carlos were to run into me, I'm sure I would be like, holy shit, dude, because you're way more, dude, But
Oh, speaking of, we're back at the pit and we're back at yesterday's show. Okay. I almost got slammed. Like I was standing like
What? Hello?
I was standing like in the back in a pit open, whatever, and you do like the thing where you shuffle back, you let other people in. I was just like standing there like looking through my camera, and there were people in front of me. I don't know where they went, but all of a sudden from my periphery I saw like this guy like beeline at me, and I went like this.
To show him your camera?
No, I went like this to like block myself because my camera was here. And I went like this to block myself, and I think like Carlos or someone's like stopped him and like threw him back.
My king,
I saw my life flash before my eyes.
I love Carlos.
It was crazy.
Carlos was like,
it was a big dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. I wish I was there. I'd have been like, let's go, you and me, bro.
It was so cursed. You would have probably had fun though.
Next,
like,
I want to go. I want to go to the next one.
Yeah, whenever they have it. I don't know when their next one is.
Okay, that was like a big show.
It was pretty big. Yeah, it was good. It was a good turnout.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty big crowd from when I saw. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, they had a really good crowd, and they gained a lot of followers from it. And
does Carlos get a lot of Instagram followers?
He got like one yesterday.
Does he get?
I don't know.
Does he get? do you guys like if you run a social media page for like a music, I've always had more like podcast, entertainment kind of social medias. So if you're running a social media for a band, right? Mm-hmm. Do you get like groupies like, hey, I want to, put a picture of you guys on my taint or something like that? Like you get like weird stuff like that? Oh.
I don't think we're big enough for that. I mean, I do know a couple people that have had their like logos tattooed, like
that's fucking crazy.
On other people.
I'm good on that. Do you remember Purple Sun? Didn't Purple Sun, the one of them get a tattoo of it?
The lead singer and the lead singer's best friend both got Purple Sun tattoos.
Oh God.
Yeah.
The band broke up.
They did.
That's so crazy.
And then they became adult programming.
Okay, I do remember that. I remember that. I didn't know that was them.
I don't know if he's still making music or not. I know he's like really big in the acting community.
Wait, which one of those bands got canceled? Was it that band that got canceled?
What?
Didn't one of those bands get canceled?
No.
Oh. Thinking of a different band. So what band got canceled from our youth?
All of them?
That's true. Was gonna say
but yeah, locally not a lot of bands have gone canceled.
Yeah. I think the Miami scene's been
there's a couple that are just like fuck you. But
I think I think
I'm not gonna put them on a public platform right now.
No, but I do think
that who you are. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fight me 1-on-1. Oh yeah, and then Tiff was telling me something. Have you seen that video, by the way, of that cop that does like the guy who's like, yo, if you ever get the cop who does like the super shitty self-defense videos? You know what I'm talking about? I
don't think so. I don't know.
There's like a cop guy that does like really ridiculous like self-defense videos. I'll try to find him and put him, but basically he's like, it's like really shitty. Like he's like, if you're getting jumped by 5 to 6 people, you want to do this. And he's like, imagine like a pit where you run in a circle. Yeah. He's like, you got to put them in a circle, one by one, take them on up. Like, what are you, fucking Steven Seagal? Like, what are you doing? So yeah, dude. And Tiff is like, so we're actually talking about human trafficking this week. I know, great topic to talk about.
With your girlfriend.
Yeah, with my girlfriend. Hey, guy. Hey, babe. So let's talk about human trafficking. So we're talking about human trafficking.
I think about it all the time.
I do too. Because at work, we're dealing with it so much at my job. And dude, so tell me how Tiff is like, what would you do? Because we're talking about like the fentanyl things where like, the human traffickers put it under the fentanyl under the handle of the, but like they put like a rag under it and you touch it and you pass out. She's like, what would you do if like you were gonna do that but you noticed and like 5 guys rushed you? Like, would you use your jujitsu? I was like, you think I'm gonna fucking grapple 5 people at the same time? I'm running, bro. Fuck that. I'm not fucking Iron Man, bro. I can't fight.
Yeah. And there's like a variety of things. Like they put zip ties on the cars and stuff.
Also, by the way, for everyone who does martial arts, yeah, dude, I'm not gonna jujitsu and stuff is good for 1-on-1. You're not gonna fucking go in a group and be like, let's run. Let me put you in an arm bar. It's like, yeah, 5 guys are gonna stomp your head in, bro. Yeah, something people don't realize about. They're like, oh, but you can fight anyone. It's like, no, I can't fight anyone. I'm not fucking Bruce Lee, okay? Yeah.
I was about to say the same thing.
Pick your battles, okay? Know who you can fight because it's like finances. Stay in your financial lane. Stay in your physical lane. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go to a guy who's 6'6" and be like, yo, bro, you smacked my girlfriend's ass, so I'm gonna defend her honor. I'm like, you know what, bro? Just don't do it again, please. I can't do anything. I can't do shit. My dad's like, you wouldn't defend your girlfriend's honor? I was like, he's 6'6". What am I gonna do? Climb on him? Maybe. But god damn, dude. But I don't think people that are 6'6" are just smacking asses. I mean, maybe if you're at Central, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that. But I was gonna say, yeah, fuck that place. Yeah, I feel like this podcast, this episode just makes me like, yo, fuck this, fuck that. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh,
just hold on, we're coming home.
Just hold on. Yo, Mo, you got that cafecito energy in you. Look at you, bro.
Nah, I'm just like having a moment.
It's
just been a weekend.
You're like uncomfortable with yourself. You know, guys, and I realize this. Guys, like as men, Mo, like we like touch our dicks a lot. Not like in a sexual. Does Carlos do that? Do you ever notice him doing it? We just kind of just, just kind of.
I don't know.
I do sometimes, or I just be like.
If I have, I probably just don't like think about it.
Yeah, bro. I feel like guys be touching their dicks a lot. like Tiff the other day was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "On TikTok," and she's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You get your hand in your pants on your pants," and I was like, "I'm not doing anything. I'm just, it's just something I do, just."
I guess it's just like a very comfortable.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, and now I'm like hyper aware of it that I do it all the time. I'm like, oh my god. I don't do it at work. I think that would be strange if I did that at work, but.
I feel like subconsciously, like when you're in a comfortable space.
Do girls like touch their boobs and stuff? Like no.
I mean, like
guys be touching your dick.
I don't just sit like this.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Guys be touching their
That's
dicks.
not comfortable.
Yeah, guys be touching their dicks though, not like in a sexual way. And if you are, then that's called masturbation. But you know what I mean.
Thank you for the lesson.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the last thing we'll say before we wrap it up and go to the next, one. Did I ever? I have to tell you a story because you just will awaken something from my subconscious. Hold on, my phone's here. I was just checking the time.
Yeah, I was just checking the time too.
Oh, we got time. Dude, I just remembered when I learned about I saw my first sex ed course. it was because you said curse shows.
Yeah.
So when I was in middle school, they assembled all of the 8th graders. All the 8th grade boys had to go to the auditorium, and they're like, "Hey, you guys need to come to this auditorium because we have something very important to share with you guys." And I was like, "Oh, cool! They're gonna talk to us about grad bash or whatever, trip they have going on."
Yeah.
So I go to the auditorium and the lights are dim. The lights are very dim, and I'm like, "Okay, that's a little weird." I guess they're gonna have some sort of secret grad bash announcement. And everyone had to sit in the front, and the rows were lined up with all the boys.
Yeah.
And a lady comes down. She's like, "Hi, I'm fucking whoever, whatever, with the human growth and development thing." And I was like, "Huh?" And I saw a banana, I saw a table, and I saw a condom, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And she explained, so I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna show you guys, as you guys go into high school, I want to show you guys, how to stay safe." And I was like, this banana is on a bare table right now. There's a lot bigger issues here at hand. So she goes on a projector and she shows us a penis, and she's like, "This is a penis." And I was like, "Well, I'm 13 and I'm 13 and that one looks a lot different than mine." Because they don't just show you the nice ones. They show you the real rough looking dicks, right? This shit's been through something. This shit looks like a Vietnam dick. I'm like, this has been through some war. Yeah, this shit is crazy. And I'm like, all right. So then we go to a next slide. There's a vagina, but it's a vagina that's it's been through a few oil changes. It's not the nicest ones. And then they showed us a human growth and development type sexual encounter, and I was like, what's going on here? What's the fuck's going on? So they're like, guys, as you go into middle school and high school, we want you guys to stay safe. So if you are going to engage in these sexual activities, we want you guys to learn how to use protection. And I'm like, okay. So they take the condom out, and the lady couldn't put it on the right way, so she had to get a second one. So imagine a lady just trying to put a condom on. She's like, I just, and I was like, is this how it's supposed to be? I've never seen this before. And then she had to get an assistant. So it was an awkward 5-minute pause where this lady's just holding a condom with a fucking banana with a condom on it. She gets the assistant to come, and you see her just take it off, take it off, and then put the other one on. So then the entire fucking auditorium smelled like a NASCAR racetrack. You know what I mean? This shit just smelled like burnt rubber, dude. And dude, I would never forget that. After that, she's like, "Well, guys, I've taught you guys about the sex, and here's what happens if you decide to have unprotected sex." And it was all the STDs. I was like, oh my God. Dude, it was all of the STDs. It was gonorrhea, AIDS, syphilis, all of them. And I was like, damn, bro, this is kind of dark. And then she told us, she's like, "This is herpes, and this is the clap." And then I asked her what the clap meant. And they said basically back in the World War II days when they would have it, they would clap on their penises and a pus would come out. So that's when I learned about ST. I learned this all in a 3-hour span. It even cut into our lunch, and I was like, I'm not even hungry anymore. This shit is dark. So that's where I had my human growth and development. And what's the crazy part? I didn't even sign a waiver or form. They just told me this was happening today.
That's so weird.
It was weird. Yeah, it sounds like I went to school in fucking Alcatraz. But yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was, and that's when I first saw my first dicks, and I was like, man, that's crazy. And then I saw a dick a year later when I was in swim practice because it was in Miami-Dade College, Kendall campus. I mean, I don't care. I'm just going to say it. And people would shower there, and men, to this day, they do it where they'll shower with their literal dicks out. They're literally just walking around, dick out, just knifed out in the locker room, bro. Yeah. No. And I'm just like, come on, man.
Just put it away.
Put it away. But I mean, at what point?
Not the time or place.
But what point do you say as a man, you know what? I'm just gonna whip my dick out in this locker room. And I think those are the same kind of people that wear fedora hats. You know?
Think so?
Yeah, it's the craziest. I think the craziest outfit choice for a man is a fedora.
You're not wrong.
Wait.
There's a lot of
Question.
Yeah.
Do you ever see because I know we're gonna wrap soon. Do you ever see the waifu people at the shows?
Sometimes.
Really?
It depends on the show, but yeah.
Really? The like, and no shame to my Discord kittens and my waifus, but like, do you ever see the people that are like fedora hat type beat?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's like the music scene is crazy, dude. Like you see everything.
You see like a lot of NPCs.
You see a lot of NPCs.
You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, and you're like, there's a lot happening here.
Do you ever seen a person with like a foxtail go to the shows?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's where you draw the line. You're like, no, this is too much.
No, I mean, I don't think I've seen it, but I mean, it doesn't mean it hasn't happened.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it past the local scene.
Dude, wait. Last thing. What is the weirdest thing you've seen at a show? You're like, this is fucking weird.
The weirdest thing I've seen at a show? That's a good question. I can't remember. Like, there was at a show someone selling like shrooms and weed. Like,
it's not weird.
That's
like a Tuesday.
I know that's not weird, but like it was a whole vendor. Like they had a
like a licensed vendor.
Yeah.
Hey guys, come through.
Yeah, with like chocolates and shit. It was crazy.
Have you ever seen anyone pass out at a show?
Yeah, I've seen people pass out at shows. I've seen just like a lot of shit. You know, like people just like throwing their shirts off in the middle of the pit. You know.
Have you ever seen anyone get really fucked up at a show? Like,
no. One of our friends was at a show and he actually he was in the pit and he like seized in the middle of the show.
Oh shit!
They had to take him to the hospital and everything.
Did you finish the show from the hospital?
No.
On a Zoom?
No, he was just like watching. He was there to support some friends.
Oh no!
And like there was a pit or whatever, and like at one point he like seized. They took him to the hospital.
Holy shit!
He was fine. Like the doctors were like, Did you drink water?
Yeah, they were just like the vibes were off.
Yeah.
It's like the 1920s when people were dying of like fright. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was the best thing ever. They're like, yo, this guy died of a headache. And you're like, what the fuck? It's like, this guy died because he ate too many forks. You're like, holy shit, this is dark. But
yeah, it was just like, did you drink water? You know? Like,
to this day, that was it? That was
yeah.
It was a weird one-off?
Yeah, it was a weird one-off.
So weird. But, well, shout out to him, though. I'm glad he's okay. And
sometimes you see crazy shit. Oh, one of my other friends broke her leg.
My leg!
She jumped off the stage into the pit and like...
Did no one grab her?
Like, it was just like she was jumping, like if she was...
What is this,
here,
WWE? She's fucking like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No.
She had to come in.
Like, it wasn't like high. She was just like jumping off the stage, like into the pit, like to go like whatever. And she wasn't like trying to crowd surf or anything. And then I guess she just fell on her leg wrong. And
she gotta drink more calcium, bro. My God, if you're gonna pit, bro, you gotta drink that.
Good now,
you gotta drink those magnesium pills, bro. But anyways,
yeah, she was good now. But for a while, she was on like one of those little scooters.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. But listen, we hope everyone has enjoyed this episode, and to all of our friends, we hope you're safe, healthy, sexy, and staying warm because it's cold as shit right now.
Well, make sure to post a trigger warning at the beginning because I know that we talked about a lot of SA and stuff like that. So in case people don't like that, we should put little notes in it just in case.
Okay, cool. Well, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to our thoughts, our stories, our funnies, our sads, everything. Everything. Well, if you want to follow me on social media, you can. My @ is @JonanIsWin. I'm going to put it right here. Right there, so you can see it.
Which, by the way, did you change your @ like the other day and then change it back?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Okay.
I got scared.
I was so confused.
yeah, it's a long story.
And then I was typing in the name, like I was editing the episode, and I had to double check.
Yeah.
And then it was back.
It was back. Yeah, I got scared and I changed it.
Jonan
but I'm scared. Yeah, so @JonanIsWin. That's like my moniker forever.
Yeah. And I am Melanie. You can find me at Moonraker Melanie.
And together we are the We're Not Okay Pod. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye.